In this video, we will write a function for inserting a new element in a linked list. As we have already discussed, there are two cases of insertion, that is inserting before first node or inserting at any other given position. So I will write on a function for insert. And this is the same project that we are continuing. We have already written all the previous functions inside the same program. This is having all those functions. Now here above the main function, I will write on insert function. Void insert. This insert function should take pointer to a first node. So let us call it as P as a pointer to a first node, then index at which we want to insert, and the value that we want to insert. Now the first thing I have to check whether the index given is valid or not. Index will be valid if it is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to length of a linked list. So for that, I will write on the condition here. If index is less than 0, then it means it is invalid. I cannot continue. Or if index is greater than length of a linked list, then it is invalid. Then how to know the length of a linked list? So for finding the length of a linked list, we should count the number of nodes. So for count, we already have a function present here. We have already written a function, count, which takes pointer to a first node and it returns the length of a linked list, that is number of nodes in the linked list. We can use that function here. So back to this insert function, say if index is greater than count, and I should send the pointer to the first node, this is the pointer to a first node, P. If it is greater, then the index is invalid, so I should just stop the function by saying return. Now we have checked for the validity of index. Then next is, if the index is valid, then we can insert a new node. For inserting a new node, I should first of all create a new node. So for creation, I will take a temporary pointer T. Then here, after this condition, I will create a new node. T assign struct node pointer, and malloc is a function for creating a new node in heap. So I should give the size of struct node. So it will create a new node. Then after creating a new node, I should fill the data in the node. So data assign X. Now the node is ready. Now next I have to link this new node, that is T, in the linked list. So there are two cases, that if the index is less than 0, then it should be on the left hand side of first. Otherwise, it should be at given position. So first I will check the condition if index is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0 means it should be inserted as a first node. So the procedure already we have seen that T's next should point on first and first should be pointing on T. That's it. These are the two steps for inserting a new node before first node. If index is not equal to 0, then we have to insert at some given position. So for that, I should move this pointer P to a given index, then insert an element. So for moving this, I need a for loop. So using for loop, I need a variable I. Now here, first of all, I should move the pointer for index minus 1 time. So for I assign 0, I is less than index minus 1 and I plus plus. For these many times, pointer P should be moved. Then after that, I have to make necessary links for inserting a new node. So T's next should be P's next. Then P's next should point on T. That's it. So these are the steps for insertion. So as I have explained you on whiteboard, I have written the entire code. Now extra thing here is I am checking whether the given index is valid or not. Now coming to the main function, we have already written a create function for creating a linked list for this given array of elements. I will remove few elements. I will just take 3 elements in this one. I have reduced the size so we can see it clearly how insert function is working. So there are 3 elements. This will create a linked list. So let us display this linked list, and afterwards I'll show you how we can insert the elements. Yeah, here it is displaying 3, 5, 7. Display function is displaying the linked list. So we have a linked list of elements 3, 5 and 7. Now let us try insert function. After create function, I will call insert, and I will send the pointer to a first node, that is first pointer, and I want to insert a new node at index 0 and the value is 10. Now after that, I will display a linked list. So let us see whether this 10 gets inserted before 3 or not. Yes, it is getting inserted. 10, 3, 5 and 7. I will try with few more elements. The elements are 3, 5 and 7, so there are total 3 elements. So I will insert a new element 10 at index 3. So I have modified this index. It was 0. Now let us insert at 3. 3 means it should be inserted after 7. Let us check it. Yes, it is inserted after 7. 3, 5, 7, 0. Yes, it's working. Now I will try to give a invalid index. Instead of third position, I will say insert at 8th position. Though I have only 3 elements, 8th position is not there, so it should not insert anything, and the linked list should remain same, that is 3, 5, 7. Yes, linked list is same, that is 3, 5, 7. 10 is not inserted because the index was invalid. So we have tried various positions for insert function. We have inserted at different locations. Now using the insert function, I will try to create an entire linked list. So I will remove these two lines. Let us directly use insert function for inserting various nodes. See, the very first node that I can insert is I can insert at index 0 because there is nothing in the linked list. If it is not index 0, if I give some other index, then let us see what happens. See, there is nothing to display because there are no nodes at all. Now let me insert this at index 0 and run the program. Yes, one element is inserted. I have inserted one element at index 0, then I have displayed it. So yes, it is inserting because 0 is the valid index. I cannot insert at any other index because the linked list is empty. I can insert only at index 0. Now the next element I can insert it at index 0 as well as 1. So I will insert it at index 1 and I will insert value 20. Then next I can insert an element. Now already I have two nodes, so I have three indices available, that is 0, 1 or 2. So I will insert it at 2 and I will insert the element 30. Let us run. I should get the elements 10, 20 and 30. Yes, I got the element 10, 20 and 30. Now next I will insert an element at index 0, that is 5. This is before first node, that is 10. Let us run this. Yes, 5 is inserted before 10, so the elements are 5, 10, 20, 30. That's it. So it means even using insert function, I can create a linked list. I can call insert function one by one and I can insert various elements in a linked list. So this is a method I can use for creating an entire linked list. That's all with display function.